this one started. And off we go from SoFi. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the gun, it's Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Charger first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get forward for a couple. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. Second down and 8. Now Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third and 6. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Open man is the tight end, Disley. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's into the hands of Disley downfield. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing again, Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Herbert going to try to throw on third. Now a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
So now, 4th down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Now a 3rd and 2. We'll try and run it with Walker. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Chargers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now a play fake. Herbert. There's Hurst downfield. He's got it. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun now for Herbert. He connects with Disley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
First carry for Gus Edwards. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And now it's 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Jalen Darden now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a 1st down. Play action now. It's Gino. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Smith. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn him back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers extend their advantage to 13-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return is Darden. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker. Second and 7. Off the play fake. Smith. He'll go right and find his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and 5. On play action, Smith. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only rotating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Herbert now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll send their tight end left. On second down, here's Herbert. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Dobbins. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Back deep is Jalen Darden. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 13-7.
Seahawks 7.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Herbert to throw. There is his tight end, Disley. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They bring their tight end right. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. They face 2nd down and 7. Herbert to the air again. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here's Cameron Dicker now, on for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chargers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's DK Metcalf, he and the Seahawks offense set for their next drive. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. it. Downfield, he's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They put the tight end Brown in motion. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for second down and 4. The tight end Fant in motion. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down.
Offside, defense.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Here's a designed run. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here's second and 2. Now a give to Walker, running right. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Working out of the gun, Smith. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up second and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Smith from the gun on third down. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Seahawks 14.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return is McConkey. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A run with Dobbins. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Herbert. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Seahawks offense and veteran Tyler Lockett getting ready to get back to work. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to Here's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Now Herbert again. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 39-yard line.
2nd down and 3. On play action, now Herbert. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Now Herbert. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gina. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 2nd down, Smith. There's the big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. Now this looks like a design. The ball's out. The Chargers have it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. Back is Smith. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But Now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Now it's Dobbins. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. To the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.